right. Make some noise right now.
Enter Podcast and Chill Network in association with Dineo presents the Road to 1 Million Subscribers event on the 30th of July 2023 at SUNBET AREANA in Pretoria. Lineup includes Kabza the Small, MacG, Musa Keys, Mpop Pops, Celestine Dooley, Eugene Koza, and Robert Boii. This fun-filled event will include comedy, music performances, as well as a live audience conversation with MacG, Sorpen Duka, and the Ghost Lady. Tickets are now available on Cricket from 295 rands. Doors open at 6 p.m. Food and drinks sold at the venue. Come and join a milestone celebration of Black excellence with Podcast and Chill Network.
Okay,
Tick. You're selling SIM cards with Cell C with a black mask on.
that was not me. That was.
That's essentially the bill, and there's a couple of laws to it. Like if you take a smoke break at work and you smoke at the parking lot, you can get arrested for that. There it says drink forever. It's green. Like, give me that green light.
But actually, Zakes is a full-on musician.
You can perform and dance.
Yes, he can
That's how much
dance as
the
well.
check is. He'll check himself and dance.
You're touching your glasses too much, so that's how I know you're lying. Okay. Ask him again. Ask him again.
I'm coming back to him.
Oh, this. The budget. Press us spew it.
And then, what's going on? What's happening?
Skalile smooth.
Also studying. Okay, do you look at the camera?
Okay, do poo 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 is fine. That's your camera. That's my camera.
Yes.
We're Ghost Lady's camera.
I think the first thing we have to start
That's
with...
the wide, but that's your camera.
Okay, chivalry is not dead here, but the first thing we have to start with is birthday yomunye umntwana. So ngicela ukubingelela Sol kunjani mfethu?
Oh, smooth! What the smooth?
I missed you, man.
Who ain't smooth? Who did this already? You know who did this already? We're doing this for the second time. I don't know why it's greeting you for the... We've done this already. I've asked them, I've embraced them. What the smooth?
I think the first thing I'd like to say is let's wish her a happy birthday, and I'm glad that finally I'm the first one out of all of us as chillers to sit here and see her face.
Wow.
And people are asking me, I'm getting WhatsApps like, is it somebody you knew? Did you always know it's her? Who is it? I'm not going to tell you who it is, but ladies and gentlemen, it's her birthday today. So, one, two.
Happy birthday, Ghosty! Happy birthday to you! Okay.
Happy birthday, dear Ghost Lady.
Happy birthday to you! Hip, hip, hip! Hooray! Hooray! And there's a cake.
There's a cake.
You like carrot cake?
I love cake. Anything sweet.
Any cake.
Oh, and I love carrot cake, actually.
Wow, nice. So, Dudu, why are you giving me the
I
cake?
didn't know there was cake. Like, I'm still trying to.
It's her birthday, man.
Oh, we must put it here. Okay.
It's her birthday.
Shouldn't you give it to her to eat? If it was my birthday, I'd say bring it to me.
I don't think without the cake, no one will believe it. Everyone will just think it's not true. I'm not birthday.
Okay.
So now the cake being there, they'll know throughout this whole show it was her birthday.
We're not done singing. Una 38. Una 39. Una 40. Maybe.
Umuntu omncane kanje.
Una 35. Oh.
Unangaki konje?
Una 35.
Una 35.
I'm in 36, man.
Yes.
Una 36.
Una 36.
Oh, yeah.
87 babies. Yeah.
This is how 36 looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
You look 10 years younger.
Oh,
How does it
thank
feel to have a
you.
birthday during winter?
I've now accepted it. It's just the worst. Before I used to pride myself, July baby, whoop, 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 whoop. I love winter. Now I'm like, it's just too cold. You can't celebrate. When you think of going out, you're like, oh, yeah, band. So, I
So
think
you don't throw parties?
I've never thrown a party, actually. I've never.
Your whole life?
My whole life.
Ah,
Not even
come on.
not
Except
even
for
his
going
Kia. Not
out.
even Tolly's Kia.
No,
21.
I didn't have that. My parents didn't really believe in
So
that.
you've never had a party your whole life?
Not like, okay, we've gone out as friends, go out to a restaurant, but like party.
30s a month.
So the 30th of July is your official party celebrating with the podcast.
Yay! That
Yo.
you can make that because it's in July.
Yes.
I'm excited for
Nice.
Sun Arena.
Yeah, man. Nice. Happy birthday. Smooth says you look 10 years young at 26. But to Busta 99, you look 100. You're a fossil to him.
Guys,
I'm a
stop
fossil,
it.
true.
Guys, stop it.
Anyway, it's just, I'm disgusted at that guy. No.
I'm also a winter baby. I'm 28th May. And I find... Tinama DJ na birthday. It's not a birthday. It's a birth month. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we've got an unsaid code amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
When it's your birthday, we'll come support you.
No
We'll play
money
for free.
involved.
We don't
free.
charge you,
Yeah, yeah.
And then we do the same, vice versa.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I stopped doing those like a while ago. I also didn't throw any birthday this year.
you didn't.
But bro, your life, it seems like you're not really, into those kind of things anymore. Throwing birthdays. I mean, you don't even drive, obviously out of choice. Like, what's up with the change, man? It's like you're a guru now, you know? You got dreadlocks. You're moving like Jay-Z, man. Dreadlocks.
no,
You let your hair grow. Now you hug trees. The change, it's beautiful though, because it's very simplistic. It's not fake, which is so many, like there's a culture of displaying a facade in the industry, where people want to prove that they have money when they do, and when they don't, they want to show as if they have money and stuff, I mean, we know Spook growing up, the flashy guy, but you're very simple these days. You don't even do parties. What's up
Cooler,
with that,
bro.
man?
I think it's growing up. And I think I'm inspired by Lucky Dube. People like throwing all sorts of different names like Jay-Z. I'm inspired by Jay-Z as well. But when I started in the industry, I think I was, 20 or 21, 22? I was very young.
Yeah.
I toured with the late, great Lucky Dube. May so rest in peace in Europe.
Wow,
I
bro.
think he had about 70-something shows. And we joined him on about 5 or 7 of them in Europe with myself and Bongo Muffin.
Jeez, bro.
And I remember telling him that I'm still a new DJ, I'm a new musician, but I'd like to be like you one day. So the other day I was looking at myself, I'm like, wow, this is like 2 decades later. When people tell me like, "Matu, you look like Lucky Dube," and I'm like, he's always been my role model. But I mean, it's just so cool, man, when I saw it, and also just going through my own journeys, People who've gone through their own spiritual journeys out there would understand, But I explain it proper on my upcoming book. I've got a new book that's coming in October, where I really explain. I know, Guti, when you go through these things, we all go through them differently as different African people in our continent. We are different tribes, and we all subscribe to different rituals. Mina, I will be clear and I will explain what I have been going through on my new book that comes out in October. But it's been incredible. Kumnandi kula when I saw,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. And I'm not fascinated by ezinye izinto that fascinated me a decade ago.
It's clear.
It's pretty much growth.
What
And
specifically changed, actually? What was the click? When did this happen?
I can't pinpoint one moment.
Is
When you pinpoint moments in your life, I would say getting into the industry was one of those moments for me. Winning awards for the first time in the industry was one of those moments. Blowing up when you started seeing people paying you for things, for places, and people asking for pictures wherever you go. Now that was another moment. When my daughter was born, I think that was
Beautiful.
a turning point.
Okay.
Where it's like, okay, now calm down. And then I think after my daughter was born, another moment in my life is this. I can't pinpoint a moment, but I'd say it's maybe 5-7 years ago, but it's been interesting and it's been beautiful. And they say when I saw and Ghost Lady, they say when the student is ready, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear.
And who's been your teacher? Is it a human in this instance, or
just life?
It's a way of doing
life.
things.
It's life. Life humbled me. I've had a great life, but life humbled me. It will humble you if you are young and you're in this industry and you're famous and you do all sorts of different things in your way, and you're making money and you're everywhere. You remember, man.
Everybody knows.
You're not only on music charts.
You're selling SIM cards with Cell C with a black mask on.
That was not me. That was
We know. We see.
That was not me.
He's hinting with the orange T-shirt. He's even hinting.
Yeah, pull me mask.
I actually wanted to give her a birthday present because Mnike carry gifts.
Oh.
Here's the brand new Robot Boy Flavortron. Robot. That's my gift to you.
I saw
Happy
this.
birthday.
Thank you.
Can I just take one for just for Rukdesh?
Put energy, please. Sharing is caring.
MacG, don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me, bro. But yeah, it's a gift. Please pass it on.
I've been seeing this on Robot's posts, and I've been like, because I know he's got a new drink coming out. This is literally Robot's drink, right?
Yeah, it is. It is Robot's drink, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, enjoy. Like, what's up with Robot? Is Robot Boy the ambassador? Because even his car, his tour bus, and his vehicle is Mo Fire branded. What's the relationship with Mo Fire and Robot Boy?
Okay,
Tick.
Mongazi uThixo. Athi ngifulene yami Fire. Ungayilahleli siphiwe ngicela ugayi sibu. Ngizothi mayithi Thixo come all over my face.
I'm drinking
all over my face.
I'm drinking because it's her birthday, so just join me. I can't drink alone, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Why am I drinking beer, man? Ting Dash. That's the shit. Flavortron. This is so cool,
Flavortron.
man.
So this is what I was fired for the first time at YFM back in the day.
Is that what inspired the name?
For having a drink in the studio and then you remember, you can't get in with liquids at KFM studios, right?
No, I don't know. I've never been told. I drink coffee when I do the show, but I put it very far away.
Yeah, okay.
I need to finish this drink now. So Robot Boy, like, what's going on? Is he like an ambassador? Does he have a stake?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, his car that he uses on a daily basis, it's branded Mo Fire, and he does a lot of work with you guys.
So Robot Boy, 2014, 2015? We started our relationship. He was still young, on his come up, doing work. He was taking his time, building his career.
Yeah.
And it so happened that I think you remember the track that was done by Itamalga Robot Tubabmzwake, No Zahara, Mandela, the Mandela song. Nelson Mandela.
Oh, yes.
Zake Mbuli and Mandela. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, you guys know it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
No. It was Zahara and featuring Yes. Around that time. Tamala Kelbo Bilnongela man. As in Donam, under your wing. And then it happened that I linked with Robot Boy through my partner Usipiwe. And then we just had a relationship. So when we were starting Massive, Robot Boy joined me, and he was doing camera, he was doing editing, he was doing everything that needed to be done at Massive Metro. And then it gave him an opportunity to meet people in the industry, to meet different celebrities. And that's how we grew. And that's how when Shimza would come for interviews, that's how he met Shimza. And I think Shimza opened the biggest door for Robot Boy, which was the DJ lockdown show. You remember?
Yeah. During lockdown, I remember that lockdown house party. Right? Yeah. Wow, bro.
And then,
because he was a presenter there. He was a presenter there, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
But all of those years, Robot Boy has always been rapping Mo Fire. You know what I mean? And he's been offered money, and there'd be times where we're like, no, but take it, bro, take it. We don't want to say you're selling out, just take it. He's turned down money, I think, more than 4 times.
What?
And it's like, let's just keep growing. Let's see where this relationship takes us.
To rap Mo Fire.
So just to see his star rise and where he's grown and where he is right now, we kind of felt it's the right time to do a collaboration. That's why he's got his drink.
Oh.
So congratulations to Robot. Proud of you, bro.
Shout out, Robot. Shout out.
beautiful.
Hope we're doing right by him, though. He does
Robot,
get
Robot,
royalties,
Robot,
right?
Robot
From
times three.
does he get royalties? We must ask the real
It's
question.
come on, man. He understands the game. We've got a really good relationship with Robot Boy, and we can never do wrong by him.
Yeah.
But yeah, as we are growing, we are all looking after each other.
And we need to look out one another because we can't do what white companies do to black influencers and people when they partner with them. And as black companies, we must do right by the people we do, deals with.
Yeah.
Not that he must have a stake maybe in the company. He could, but in what has his name on.
Yeah.
Just like what Nike did with Jordan, for example. Till today is eating because of those kind of deals. So it's beautiful if we look out for one another like that.
I totally agree. And thank you guys also for having him on the podcast network.
Oh.
We appreciate it, Sabo.
Bro, Robert's
Oh,
such a
they're doing
talent, man.
amazing.
It's amazing.
He's an asset. The podcast network is richer with him on it. It's so brilliant. I mean,
Exactly.
he used to edit, cut things. He dances, plays drums, plays the piano.
He raps.
He
sings,
raps. I
dances.
mean, his car's wrapped in Mo Fire.
Yeah.
He does all these things, right? I mean, it's brilliant. Shout out to Robot Boy, man. It's like a generational talent.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to congratulate Mrs. Dineo as well. I saw she's a new addition on the network.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I wanted to ask is, did you know when they were asking you and Sizwe to stand in? Well, when they were asking Sizwe to stand in for her, did you know? When did you know that she was let go by KFM?
Oh, you're talking about the radio.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I didn't know, bro. Caesar was standing in. You can't ask a question and answer yourself.
You know how these radio stations roll, bro.
No. I know how they. What do you mean?
I once walked into YFM.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming in and saying, sorry, sorry. I'm like, because
Are you for real?
I was called into the office, that when I got fired.
You're touching your glasses too much, so that's
Am
how
I?
I know you're lying. Okay. Ask him again. Ask him again.
I'm coming back to him.
Oh, this.
And then
Also, Zuma was lying whenever he did this.
and then I found out almost half of the entire radio station knew that I was fired before I knew.
Oh.
Now, it's not only my case at YFM. It's happened repeatedly on most radio stations.
Wow.
So I would like for you to be honest.
I'm very honest. On my mom's grave, and everybody knows I love my mom. We didn't know, like the info, because normally when that happens, it's because the information is now precipitating down from top management to the people here. And obviously, only that happens through gossip and, corridor talks. And that never happened. I was like, okay, cool, what's going on? We didn't get an update, really, which rightfully so, right? Management will communicate however they want to communicate, but I had no idea that, okay, she's not part of the station anymore. Literally, I saw from her tweets, or was it an Instagram post? That's when I saw. I was like,
Really?
yeah.
And how do you feel?
Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, they don't have to tell us that, hey, this is what's happening. Because also the station hasn't made an official announcement, right? The last announcement I saw from the station was the station saying Sizwe is filling in for her. Till today, there's no press release that says
okay.
she's the one who broke the news, guys.
Yeah,
So
no, I
I saw
know.
from there, yeah. Like, imagine if Mac decided to fire someone, right? And he doesn't say, and then someone here tweets,
Yeah.
right? It's not an anomaly or weird. It's like, oh, okay. So I found out when she said that she's been dismissed. I was like, shit, okay, cool. But the station hasn't communicated, and there hasn't been the talks happening.
It's just
at
that
the
between
corridor. So
her,
even
her post, there was a long time when you guys were just doing the show together with Sizwe. It's not like it just happened within a space of 24 hours, So it was like no one has, that's the shocking part of no one ever spoke between that, like your meetings maybe you had. Because if you imagine it, let's say vice versa, it was you.
to be honest, a lot of the meetings we have, which we have meetings every day after the show, and Caesar would be like, I'm still going back to my drive show. This is a stand-in. And he's been adamant and vehement in the fact that he's doing a stand-in. So it's always been like that till Dineo broke the news. So,
hectic.
yeah, so she broke the news, and that's when I saw. I'm like, oh, cool. But till today, on record, the station hasn't made that thingy, and the talks didn't go down to the corridor where, because you guys are spanning, hey, there was none of that. In all honesty.
And so far, you've been doing the show with Sizwe. Shout outs to Sizwe. How are you finding Sizwe comparing to the shows that you did with Dineo?
It's two totally different radio styles. You know what I mean? I think people have their own style. Sizwe is Sizwe is a nerd, man. You know, at heart, and a geek. You know, a bookworm, someone who reads a lot, someone who likes absorbing information, and equally so disseminating information, sharing information, you know? So a lot of the shows, they're informative. And luckily for me, I'm a person who reads a lot as well, who loves consuming information. And some of the stuff you talk about, it's like, okay, I don't get this, but fortunately, we've got a specialist on this particular subject matter who's going to drop the info. Do you get me? So he's from that school of radio. I mean, he did talk radio, you know, before coming back to music radio, which he started on at YFM. Then he went to 947, and I think someone there realized that, no, this guy is not properly placed here. Put him on 702. And there he flew. Remember when they took Aubrey Masango out of the 9 o'clock show, they put him. And, you know, they carried the show pretty well with Ukuku. So that's his style of radio. And Dineo is entertaining, super sleek, her links tight, punchy. She thinks on the spot, but it's a different kind of radio, you know? So, and for me, I can do both. You know, I can do everything. So with Sizwe, it's that. It's super informative, political. If there's a person on radio, you can ask. Not a lot of people on radio, you can, if there's the president, and the president says, I want to do radio interviews and talk to young people. Not a lot of people would be able to, you know, have that conversation and keep him and still engage him on presidential things. And Sizwe is one of those people. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And then you get someone like MacG, for example, who is not super political or whatever, but he will still able to, from his point of view, and that would relate to a lot of people. So there's a huge difference, and that's Sizwe's kind of show, and that's Dineo's kind of radio. And both work. Right? It's if the person is able to execute within their own style.
Who do you prefer, though?
Who do I prefer?
Yeah. If you let's play One Must Go.
That's weird, man. Hey. Oh, wow, you're going to play One Must Go. That's so weird. Because, bear in mind, I've done shows on radio with Mo Flavor, with Fresh, with Dineo, and like I said, because I'm able to tap into different parts of me.
If they say choose now. Now, soon.
You know why?
One must go.
No. Here's the thing. I love Dinny. I love Dins big time. But because, like I said, I'm a sponge to information. I love, you know, being updated and information. I mean, every hour, wherever I am, I'll make sure I turn the radio on. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you don't get time to read and stuff. So I would consume Sizwe if I'm a listener because of I always want info and to be updated as well. And then there's a time as well for the kind of radio that a Dineo or a Waras do, or a Chili M. Chili M, you see Chili?
Okay.
Yes, where I'm like, and I would listen to that driving back home in the afternoon. That's what I enjoy. You know, so I choose a Sizwe in the morning because of, you always wake up and you...
contract.
Okay. So you okay. Explain scale. Explain scale.
So you see what's going on?
Maybe I should have asked this question after a couple of shots.
And then you had a snug chuckle. Okay, no, but that's the thing. Like, yabona.
Sure.
So I have to. It's sensitive. It's a sensitive question. So let me pendula. Nami. You can't catch me slacking. She wants to catch me slacking. You can't catch me slacking. But no, like on the legit. Like in the morning, I'd prefer a Sizwe kind because of the stuff. You know what I mean? That I'm gonna learn. Okay, shit. Zuma is meant to now go back to prison, is what I'm hearing. The apex court has made a judgment. When I wake up in the morning, I want a lawyer on the radio to break that down for me. What does it mean? You know, was it a case against Zuma or was it against correctional services, right? But he was sentenced to 15 months in prison. Does it mean that even though he was let out on medical parole and medical parole has conditions.
Yeah.
You have to report
Okay.
to the police station every week or whatever. And he did that for 15 months. So does it mean because they unlawfully let him out on medical parole, whether he now needs to go back in prison or he has already served his sentence because he was on medical parole all along?
Yeah.
So when I wake up, I want to hear that. I don't want to hear someone who can break it down. You know what I mean? And Caesar would most likely have a lawyer if he can't break it down himself. You know? Then afternoon, then I want to hear, entertaining, laughing, jokes, light things, not things that will make me think and break my heart, the corruption of the government. So it's a valid answer I gave you. Why are you laughing?
No.
It's okay. I think
it's
the chillers know why
we are.
I'm a chill, and I don't know. I'm a chill, I don't
What I
know.
want to say is congratulations to Dineo.
Yeah.
I got fired at
Yes.
Metro. The moment wasn't nice.
Oh.
And this goes out, I think, to everyone out there who's watching.
You at Metro?
Metro, yes. At Metro
Yes.
FM.
When?
You don't remember, bro. I think you heard why with Mo. With MacG was there.
Oh, you did breakfast at Metro?
No, I did the weekend show. The show before Mosquito show.
That's why.
I did Sound Revival. I think that's why.
Weekend.
Anyway, let
the
me
shows
say.
I know is YFM,
Yeah.
Ukozi,
Yeah.
because there were drives. And then you did
So,
weekends.
Ntate Leslie Ntogo, media mogul legend in the country, invited me when I was doing. Okay, let me give you the bit of a timeline just quickly.
Okay.
YFM, get fired from YFM, get an opportunity on Ukozi, join Ukozi, do 1 year on Ukozi breakfast. I think Mina and Linda Spear, we agreed. He was doing the afternoon drive at the time. Oh, he was doing the morning drive. I was meant to do Ukozi afternoon. And shout out to Mlambule, who was the marketing manager at the time. He recruits me. He convinces everybody, the team at the SABC, Ukozi FM and KZ, and I'm always going to be grateful for the experience at Ukozi because till today, Abantu Basang, like one of the things that you guys need to know about the isiZulu culture in this country is once they give you love, like it's like the chillers. Like once the chillers show you love, and I feel the love from the chillers. I've got a different podcast, but the love that comes from the chillers.
Chillers,
Because you guys give me love, right?
Bro.
And I always see the chillers on my comments, on my space, and my podcast is my podcast because of you guys. It's the same with KZN. KZN loves, supports, and they are patriotic about their own. Till today, I did Ukozi FM maybe almost a decade ago, if not longer. But till today, I'm still reminded about some shows that I did, etc., etc. But anyway, I had a stint on Ukozi FM, and shout out to my sister Usbonga. We agreed, me and Linda Spear, Linda will do the afternoon, I'll do the morning.
Nice. I
I did the morning show as a 6:30 breakfast show, which was great. We won an award, Mzansi Award for that. And then Kenthan Pillay invites me back to YFM. So I was fired at YFM a year before.
Unfinished business.
You remember Unfinished Business, right?
Yes. That's our weekend, Xazi.
Then
I know the drive shows, yeah.
So now you're offending all the weekend DJs out there. Anyway.
Oh,
then
wow.
and then I go back
The
to
weekend.
Don't say that. And then I go back to I go back to YFM. We kill it. We did a great job. While I was doing my show at YFM,
Yeah.
I get recruited by Grootman Leslie Ntogo, come to Metro FM breakfast.
Whoa.
But at the time, legendary Kenny Maestro was doing the breakfast show. It was still middle of the year.
That was a flop of those.
So he says, Oprah Leslie says,
was.
do this weekend show.
It was.
Because I think it was around September, October, November, around that time.
Yeah.
Do this show for another 4 or 5 months or so. When things change next year around March, April season, we're moving you to the morning show.
Whoa.
Anyway, I joined Metro.
was that the talk? Okay.
I joined Metro.
Yeah, with
And
the
then
promise of a breakfast show.
and then I do my weekend show.
Okay, cool.
Metro is national, you know what I mean? YFM is regional. Although we're on DSTV and on online, but Metro is national.
Yeah.
Anyway, It doesn't happen. I don't get the breakfast show the following year. Disappointed as I was, one of my mentors says to me, you can turn a 3-hour show into one of the best shows you've ever done. I introduced a feature called The Entrepreneur. That's how I got introduced into business, by the type of guests that I was bringing into Metro FM.
Wow.
The type of talks we were having, the type of things they were saying to me. I turned that one show, it was called Sound Revival.
Yes.
I turned that one show, for me, it was one of my best shows of my career, although I was a morning drive, afternoon drive type of a guy. So anyway, I wanted to say to Dineo, when one door closes, we all know more doors are opening. Like this opportunity she's just gotten right now to be fired is one of the most amazing moments that she'll forever remember for the rest of her life, because it gives her freedom. It gives her an opportunity to focus online. Yes, I know mainstream media comes with a good check. It comes with a lot of gigs. It's a lot of money you might be losing now. But the fact that she didn't even have to go start a podcast from scratch.
Oh, no.
She joined the Podcast and Chill Network. For me, I feel, and as much as I'm a big fan of KFM, I feel right now in this era that we're in, Podcast and Chill is as big as, if not bigger than, her previous gig. So congratulations to Dineo.
Shout out. Well done, Dini. Well done. Well done. Smooth, would you go to radio if they offered you a job now? Like if Metro called you and said, hey man, Sabi's not doing a great job in the morning. No, I'm not saying it's not. It's an example.
Shout out to my boy Sabi.
Yeah, shout out to Sabi. I love Sabi. We talk on the radio. Okay, drive. If they said, hey man, Touch is not doing a thingy, you know? It's touch and go. Touch must go. Would you take the gig? Would you take the gig?
We have to pay the bills and appreciate
time
our
for
clients.
the smug laugh now.
Don't worry, I'm gonna come answer your question, bro.
I don't care. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You okay?
Introducing Easy Bets, the ultimate game changer in sports betting and online gaming. They're here to make betting as smooth as istup sasekasi. After uqeda Chinese nge-copra.
Copra police. Ayisali copra ngesonto khala Mary J. Blige.
Amadola amnyama.
Yeah, khala no Monica, R&B ngesonto uyafreva.
Easy Bet delivers mind-blowing bonuses like a 50 Rand sign-up bonus, a 150% first deposit match, and even a 15% weekly cash back on your losing bets. With lightning fast withdrawals, they also offer WhatsApp support that's quicker than black text requests at the end of the month.
Yeah! I'll make them China.
That's a topic for another day. I don't believe there's such a thing as black text. We'll talk about it later.
Let's talk about it.
So,
today.
when it's time to bet, remember Easy Bet. And don't forget to use the promo code MacG50. So that's MacG50 during your registration to grab a 50 Rand sign-up bonus and some extra bonus spins. You can find the link in the description, guys. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, for all you smokers out there, or all you hubbly smokers, under this legislation, guys, even smoking within the confines of your own home results in charges. Yes, it results in charges being pressed against you, potentially leading to months of imprisonment. I would like for us to engage on this topic. And before we engage in it, I just want to say quickly, Podcast and Chill, guys, is doing it big on the 30th of July. I'm excited about it. I've already bought 4 tickets, and then I was forced to buy 6 more. So I bought 10 tickets. Sun Arena on the 30th of July. Come join us. I'm looking forward to it. And I don't know what I did, because when MacG called me to come do the show, he also said, would you like to come do your podcast on the 30th at Sun Arena? I was like, yeah, before you even ask, you know what I mean?
And there's another podcast as well, broadcasting live from there. And then they say we're gatekeeping podcast.
Do you know what I mean?
And then they say
we're how are we gatekeeping? How are we
Two
gatekeeping?
podcasts, one of the two of the biggest. One which is yours will be there. The other one is
Tell me.
Nkululeko Culture. I told Meg, I was like, you can't leave Nkululeko. He's done so much for the culture.
He's
man.
done
Like,
so much.
He's one of the guys who don't get, their flowers.
Yeah.
But he's a brilliant podcaster, knowledgeable, well-read, phenomenal, and a dope gent.
I've been looking forward for him to just even come and join us as friend of the show. Like,
Actually,
I
you
just
know what?
wanna
Afterwards,
engage
he must
him.
come
I
join
want
us.
to engage him so much.
Nkululeko Culture, fuck.
Please.
And he's got such a story about his mom and the circumstances under which he was
how he grew up,
born
yeah.
and stuff. Marasmu, how come? Why were you forced to buy?
Yes,
How
who forced
were
you to
you
buy
forced to buy
six?
tickets?
No, nobody forced me.
You said
said
you
you were
bought
forced.
4, and then you have to
Oh,
buy
my
6.
family. Oh, I'm talking about my family. My
Oh.
family.
Black tax, and you said it doesn't
That's no
exist.
black tax, no.
But you say you were forced.
You're forced.
Okay, first of all, let me just add into what you were saying about Nkululeko. I'm proud of you, bro. Proud of you. Like sometimes, as online radio stations or online platforms, we downplay the contributions we've had. Even before the lockdown, Nkululeko and Culture joined Massive Metro.
Wow,
And his show used to come on after my afternoon drive.
Oh, yeah.
And what Nkululeko and Culture did with soccer and what he did with his social commentary as far as soccer is concerned, they went on to start Itiski TV. But then he branched out to go start Nkululeko and Culture podcast.
Yes, from
So
Itiski
you can only imagine his greatness and his brilliance. So I just wanted to tell him on camera, I'm very proud of you, bro. Keep rising,
good.
keep growing.
He's brilliant.
You're doing a great job and I love you. I'm very, very proud of you. Proud of everything you've achieved. Now, coming back to the tickets. The
tobacco
tickets,
bill.
the family forced me. They want to be at Sun Arena. My daughter is 10, she's 10 years old. And sometimes I've got problems in reprimanding her from watching podcasts and chill. I have to make sure ukuthi mele ngicave ukuthi khona bani that day, yabo.
Yeah. Hey, good luck now. One did not spiwe. Hey, one did not spiwe. Hey,
One did not spiwe.
One did not spiwe.
But it is wonderful.
No, he had culture, yeah. I'm job culture, like who want to spiwe.
Yay.
I got no pubic hairs with Cheville. Hey, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Podcast and Chill offering 2 lucky winners a chance to watch a live recording of the podcast on the 24th of July.
Yeah.
To anyone who purchases a ticket this week for the Road to 1 Million event happening on the 30th of July at SUNBET Arena in Pretoria, in Tshwane. So don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to meet and greet the crew, as well as see Ghost Lady with your own eyes. I've just seen her with my own eyes.
You said you wanted to engage us on the bill, remember?
Yes, the tobacco bill.
I want to correct you. The one thing you said was, even if you're a you said to all the smokers. But the thing is, it affects even the non-smokers. Because under that tobacco bill, so there's a bill in government, the tobacco bill he spoke about.
I
Now,
saw you
they're going to regulate. My thing is, it's fine to regulate things, and I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to combat the illicit cigarette trade, right? Which is big. I think we saw it on that documentary exposing the Zimbabwean illicit drug trade in South Africa, in Zim, and how that gets converted and cleaned through gold and stuff. Gold mafia.
Yes.
My thing is, it affects everyone.
It was RG, wasn't it, those cigarettes?
Yeah. Simon, I forgot his name. RG, Simon... Forgot his name, man. But it affects even if you're not a smoker, because under the bill, if you smoke hardly, you can get arrested. You smoke hardly in a club, you can face up to 5 years in prison. Then if the bill gets passed, only the minister can decide who's allowed to sell cigarettes and to sell any tobacco items. So if a Gokwako is selling sniff, if we're in a spice shop owner, you're selling sniff, trying to provide for your family, you can get arrested for selling sniff because the snuff has got tobacco in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That all sorts of...
That's how it affects the Habli, because I saw you.
Yes, yeah, Habli,
all
yes.
of these things, and how it affects everything else.
Yeah, so you saw my Twitter post, right? Exactly.
No, your Insta. I saw that rant on Instagram.
I've got it on Twitter as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's essentially the bill, and there's a couple of laws to it. Like if you take a smoke break at work and you smoke at the parking lot, you can get arrested for that.
How many years are people gonna face for that?
Yeah.
Now, guys,
How many years do you face? Fact checker, please Google the facts. How many years do you get? Do you face if you're smoking at the parking lot?
It's a 3-month sentence if you're smoking in your yard, if you're caught smoking in your household, and then it could go up to 15 years.
Even in your yard and your house, you can get arrested.
If your neighbors catch you smoking and they call the police, there's a possibility that you could spend about 3 months to 15 years imprisonment.
You see, so to me, my thing is like, there's so many problems within the country. And I know by speaking out, I may catch smoke by the government, but the thing is, there's so many things that we need to
Get done in this country.
Get done in this country.
Yeah.
And to prioritize smoking of all things. And I know someone is going to say, but smoking, Saul, does kill people and X and Y and Z. Those who smoke can smoke, but obviously they must smoke responsibly. Even within your household.
Yeah.
And the bill, I'm not being against the bill, I'm not saying people must smoke irresponsibly within the household. You've got a newborn, you've got children, you've got a wife and a family that don't
can't
smoke.
be smoking inside
then you
the
can't
house.
smoke in the house. Go outside in the yard and smoke. And make sure there's no one else who doesn't smoke in the yard who's going to obviously inhale the passive smoke, right? However, we've got so many issues. Now imagine prisons being filled up by people who are smoking, yet there's rapists, murderers, killers. It's been how many years? We don't know. Our national team captain, Senzo Mayiwa, how he died. In a small house with 6 other people in the house. Till today, we don't know how he died. So to me, it's like we've got so many problems. We've got people torching trucks. We've got people getting burglared every day in their homes. We've got mass shootings happening in Eastern Cape at the moment. In Cape Town, there's a shooting every second day. And yet you want to dedicate resources and our taxpayer money towards people smoking cigarettes. And I understand, hold on, that you're trying to combat illicit cigarette trade, which is illegal and it should be combated. But you can't have draconian rules like people selling snuff must now get arrested. People smoking habli, which has nothing to do with cigarettes, apart from the fact that there's a tobacco maybe in the habli, should get arrested. You know,
Now
so that's my thing.
Now it's snuff, which is snafe, ne?
It's snafe.
Yeah, snuff.
okay.
It's
snafe.
Snuff is snafe. What is it? Oh, colleague.
I just wanted to
Yeah,
make sure.
but so the thing is, with bills, they go through parliament, right? But the public can also be heard. And there's a link where people can actually drop their opinions, whether you're a smoker or not, right?
So can we share the link
Because
then?
if you sell cigarettes, legal cigarettes at your garage, you're not a smoker, but you make money from it because there's people who want what you're selling or Habli products. You're going to get affected as well. So you can drop your comments. There's a link. What's the website, fact checker? You know these things.
Okay, the hashtag
Stop
is
the bill.
Stop the Tobacco Bill.
Yeah, the hashtag is Stop the Tobacco Bill. You're going to find the website somewhere on Twitter. But the website, there's also a website. The website is stopthebill.co.za.
It's www.stopthebill.co.za and it's one word, stop the bill.
Yes. Then that's it, man. Just have your opinions heard, which will be heard in Parliament before they pass the bill, and then obviously Parliament will vote and pass the bill or not.
Also, a little
and
question.
hopefully they don't.
A question I have also is just that, so when they say you're smoking in your home, would it be your family members that are reporting you? Then you now get arrested.
The bill says, which is to some part makes sense. If people who don't smoke, you're smoking in their presence, they can report you.
Okay.
That's why the onus is on smokers as well to practice responsible smoking, like with everything else.
But there's always
Smooth
confined
sells more
spaces.
fire, and he'll tell you, I can't consume 12 of these in one day.
You're not even allowed to consume 4. Look at the back and read. There's a disclaimer at the back here.
Thank you. See, just like there's a disclaimer on cigarettes, that cigarette can kill your lungs. So
even public spaces, there's areas that are dedicated for people if you want to smoke, right?
Yes. So smokers should also be responsible. They're smoking. I mean, I smoke weed and I'd never smoke it in front of my daughter. I've never smoked it in front of my daughter, right? Okay, albeit me and my daughter don't live in one house, but if we do, I'd never still smoke within England. When my daughter's in the house, I'll go outside and smoke or take a drive to the park and smoke. You know, come back home, cool, simnandi, yolala, sharp. You know, so also practice responsible consumption of anything you consume.
Definitely.
And that there not need be a law for it to dictate to you that you must be responsible. You know, with sugar in your tea, you don't take 12 spoons of sugar. You must be responsible with your intake of sugar. As an adult, same goes with smoking as well. So the bill would make sense if it didn't have all these other draconian clauses that ugogo thingisa isnave kholi pension to support her kids can't, simply because of this particular bill.
My contribution is, I know that I've spoken to a lot of young people who've started Habli businesses. Ngiyacava because bengiyi-Knoxman nangisisentwana beng-own ama-dice and
Spura, Knoxman, we all know. Number one.
Knoxman.
bengishuna inyubo ngokuthi abantu bagembule ngama-dice wami, but mina beng-own ama-dice and I used to set the rules although I was a young boy and the taller boys I'd call the rules and there's nothing they could do although they were bigger than me, but they know ngampani ngathatha ama-dice wami ngahamba. So I used to call the shots. With that being said, I've had a chat with a couple of Hubley boys because you guys know I'm in entrepreneurship and a lot of hustlers come to me and they're like, I run a Hubley business, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
Or some come to me and they say, what do you think is the quickest thing that I can start? I don't have much money. I only have like $2,000 or $3,000, blah, blah, blah.
Bro.
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Okay.
And I want to say, Hubley, I've had maybe actually more than 10 young people, Ghost
Yeah.
Lady.
A lot of people have been successful. Happy.
Yeah, and they're making good money.
Yeah.
I mean, per night, one of the guys told me per night he makes anything between $4,000 to $6,000 per night. Per night.
Wow.
Out of just owning Hubleys and then hiring them out to
yes,
venues because he's got
yes.
agreements with venues, right?
Ne?
So different places and different agreements, people agree on different rates. I don't know. Please don't hold me to $4,000 to $6,000. Maybe some of you guys make more. Some of you guys make a little bit less. And not only one person. I've had a couple of people who say, senze inyuku ngokuthi siharisele ama-spy equipment eHubley sibera sinakekela ama-client wethu senze sure ukuthi ba. For me, I look at it like we've just come out of Youth Month. We are encouraging young people to be self-reliant.
Yeah.
Stop
And our
ambitious.
unemployment is at an all-time high.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now imagine how many of those young people are out there, even if they're just making $2,000 in one weekend. How many of them are out there? And how many of them are feeding 1, 2, 3, 4
4,
people?
5.
Man, Mac's cousin sells Hubley.
Oh, yes.
Umchafa. Yeah, he sells Hubley. You know what I mean? So to me, I'm not against the illicit. I'm not for the illicit trade of cigarettes, obviously, but it must be properly regulated without stifling entrepreneurship and the trying to combat unemployment in the country. So it must be properly, you know what I mean, be examined, remodeled, rejigged here and there, and then maybe we could have one. But as it stands right now, Oaks need to stop the tobacco bill.
Yeah.
And once again, guys, the hashtag is Stop the Tobacco Bill, yeah? Hashtag Stop the Tobacco Bill. A lot of the time, Sinasugas complain, mara starving, we don't know about these bills that get passed, and it's difficult to change them. It takes many years or even decades.
Some things get gazetted, you know, and what that means is they put out to the public to have their own opinion on it, and bills as well. There's public opinion, there's channels for public opinion to be heard, and we don't know these things. Slini insists, but you have an opinion actually to. You had an opportunity to drop your opinion on them. So, yeah, now is one of those moments. And if you're against it, fine, do say. If you are for the bill, it's fine also. Do say. That's why the channel is open to everyone, not just the people who are against the bill. And we need to be honest about that as well.
True.
Yeah.
Talking about the government, the script says here, is the judicial capture now complete by President Cyril Ramaphosa as another easily predicted judgment comes out in his favor? That's the question. Now, it has come crystal clear that judges are on the president's side and he can never lose a case. That's what a lot of people are saying out there in social media. I've been following that. But the late Minister of Agriculture, Tina Joemat-Peterson, may her soul rest in peace, allegedly confirmed that in recordings that were made public recently by the public protector, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, whom I had an interview with on the Hustler's Corner. Go check it out next door. Now, first it was the Deputy Public Protector, Kollega, with her shocking findings on the Phala Gate. Now, it is the Constitutional Court, led by Judge Raymond Zondo, which sat on its judgments for months, which came out and said that the president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, was correct to suspend public protector. For me, I think it's the greatest time for young people to right now understand and focus on politics. Because every case that happens sets precedents for the future. That's why a lot of people, words such as, Abo, you'll always be on the right side of history, you'll always be on the wrong side of history, such words are being thrown around.
It sets precedents, and some precedents are better than others. Mandela, Cyril, Zuma.
Because it'll forever be in history. So whatever happens now, Although, what if King?
Hey, slow, man.
Hey,
I never share.
Oh, you must be.
we're trying to hold it.
No, but you're in your trailer thoughts. You're exempt. You're in your trailer thoughts. You're exempt. But don't forget the trailer thoughts, because chillers hate it when they drop a pan and then
You
bang,
yes.
I've derailed the whole conversation.
Yeah, you
yes.
usumoshile. So.
Yes.
You got me absent-minded, but it's dope.
It's fine. It's the grandeur, fam. Let me have more. Let me have more. It's the grandeur. That's the shit, Spooder. They should not DJ Spoo, man. They should not DJ Spoo. Anyone who's born in 87 is like, oh.
Roboto.
Got to Akna green lights. Spuza waya. Ngifuna ukudlala ekhekhe manje sengiyakhuluma iCamera yimi ngifuna
Zolidla noma uzolikhotha. Bathi khotha engayikhoti yenzani? Ikhahlela le.
So ikhetha then ikhekhe lizongikhothamela.
No, they're gonna get you a knife, so don't worry. I'm actually interested to find out from you.
Ufuna ukulihlafuna njengoko njubani? Ubani kodwa the Woolworths.
Ah, so no, he didn't. That was ShopRite, Mama.
Right.
Check it, I say Woolworths. I'm here, and I say ShopRite. Check it, I say ShopRite.
No. You can get lutine, Lilian.
Yeah. Woolworths boy, check him in the place. All right, let Parental keep us a chief. That's a force. They're not anymore. Let's ShopRite. We can gap. But can I say no? I'll give gap.
Manje wanda tudli khekhe kodwa awuzuma bashiwe.
Yeah, I'm keep. Imagine, say, we constitutional court to Kulumil. But apparently he's in Moscow. He's going through medical tests there. Hey, Zuma.
What, our former president?
Yeah, he's in Moscow. Is it? Well, not Moscow. I don't know, but he's in Russia.
In Russia.
So last week he was seen in Zim, right? Nice and healthy. And then now this Concord judgment just came out.
Yeah.
And he's in Moscow now.
Hey, for
going
treatment.
for sick tests. So come on, from constitutional in Panapea, who saw when we want to put in. And also, why isn't he going to Cuba? Isn't Cuba
where there's
our
all the
trusted
doctors?
where our trusted doctors are at? So it's weird how our president advocates. It's weird how our presidents advocate for Cuban doctors to come here and assist during COVID and all, because they've got an amazing, amazing doctors and training program. Yet when they are sick, they always go to Europe and Eastern Europe, Russia.
Imagine.
Even former presidents. It's so weird. Why isn't Zuma in Cuba, though? Getting the best medical help there.
But everybody does. Isn't it the late, great former president Robert Mugabe
was also being treated overseas?
Not in Cuba.
Even not in Cuba, but I think it
but
was
what I'm saying
somewhere in Europe, right?
Wasn't it in Asia? It was in Asia, though.
Yeah. Wasn't it in Europe? Was it in Asia?
I think so.
It was Asia. Okay,
We'll
I
have
don't
to
know.
just check.
But anyway, what I wanted to say to him is, now that he's making that comment about former President Jacob Zuma, I wanted to know his opinions on Pala Pala Gate.
That's what I wanted to raise. The Pala
And
Pala.
the president...
What did you, hold on.
No.
What did you want to say? What do you want to
No.
raise?
That was my thing. It was like, wait, because those are all the questions. Like, are we going to forget Pala Pala just like that? Is this what we are? This is why I'm like, look at you guys. Like, is this... Enjoy the cake, so enjoy it.
Ile ntwana namakhoksi nebhola layo ayifuna ukuthi hayi ibhola lami.
Nah, if I had my own Ebola, I would share it, bro. I can't be sick by myself.
Oh, so you. This is how it feels for MacG every week.
He's used to this.
MacG was home with a headache. Like, I was just laughing at some of them, but I didn't get them. Now at home, let's think about them.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sometimes he catches the jokes later also. Umek.
Yeah.
No, I was saying those were one things that was ringing in my head. Like, guys, are we going to forget Pala Pala? You know, when I was looking at you, like in that moment of silence, like, Pala Pala. And then...
Let's give him a chance to chew.
Yeah, let's chew on
If
it.
they ever have, let's do more.
It's
They
good,
really
it's
shoot.
nice.
I want to play on Fundis, you know? For the Kakelga, this is me.
Ufuna ukudlala umfundisi, Sol.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Ne
No,
research
with the
engaka.
Pala guys, it's simple, man. I know the temporary what is she called? Ukalega. She's interim because
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Yeah, and Ukraine.
Okay.
It's for everybody else. Just pass it around with the sources. Back like kake. Bonke, you know? Hey, kake. Not kake lazy. You must eat it fast.
Shout outs to Dr. Ketleles.
Shout out. So my thing is, guys, let's be honest. If I was found with all those hundreds of millions of dollars in my couch, I'd be arrested. SARS would come down and say, Solomzi, Sol Penduga, Solomzi Tandawundu Penduga. You've got all this money unaccounted for. The law says you can't keep this much money in cash. With laws that say you can't keep this much money in cash. Even a 5-year-old, it's no rocket science. Laws were broken. You can't keep that much money in cash. And also my thing is, if he says, okay, cool, I'm far removed from Pala Pala, it's one of my businesses, but I don't know what happens there. Fine, but someone must get arrested because someone knew about that money in cash. The Holy Ghost of Ghost Lady didn't get there and pack all that much money in a couch.
Exactly.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
So you can't keep that much money. The laws of the country, SARS, say, tell me if I'm wrong, fact checker. So to me is who's in charge and who owns the place, the premises. And if he who owns the premises says, I had no idea this was going on, then someone knew that this money was stuffed there and that person must be found and be held accountable.
And the thing is, SARS has never come out and said, no, this money was declared. We know this money. So it's just almost like, guys, we are being played.
And also,
because
who buys
we are being
buffaloes
taxed
for
for
that
our
much,
small
man?
monies. Let's be honest, as taxpayers. For your, however, if it's a 20,000, guess what? You are taxed. That's all these funds. But here is a president of a whole country. For me, I just find it unbelievable. And now it's just going to be like, oh, Cyril has just gone scot-free. It's done. We move. No, guys.
Cyril Ramaphosa thinks we're all clowns, like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, I know.
Then who... McDonald's, South Africa, who brought
Well, he
it?
does own it.
Exactly. He thinks we're all clowns, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Someone needs to account because look, I'm a layman, right? Maybe this is my pedestrian view, but
This is what I
there's a
say
law
also.
broken.
Yeah.
And my thing
Something is
there's
not
a law
right.
broken and someone must answer to it. Look, make your difference. Make your voice heard. Please go vote. Don't chill and not vote.
Yeah.
Have you voted differently locally and, provincially and nationally?
Yes, yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, I'm those people that
And
would
who
like,
have you voted for?
There was a time I voted for UDM. You see, that's how I'm like, I'd play for the small. There was a time
Oh, Bantu.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on where she's staying at the time.
Yes, UDM. I
man.
know,
Depends on what she's saying at the
Bantu.
time.
Oh, Bantu.
You know, I once voted for IFP. I'm like, I'm everywhere.
Oh,
Jump. And we,
You know,
as a person from KZN, I used to fear IFP, bruh.
Yes, I won't lie. Us 80s kids have always found an IFP synonymous with Uklami.
Udlame. And I feared IFP, like literally. But, you know, at some point, I don't know what happened. I was like,
IFP,
I
no
put my
Gami.
ex there.
I thought growing up, the IFP meant I fight people. Because it's always been that part is synonymous with violence, pre-democratic
No,
South Africa.
before in KZN it was hectic. I think way big, Yeah, and
Tawaza sprayed.
Some places in
IFP was
KZN.
like, IFP, I
Yeah,
fight people. Back when I see you, I stab someone.
Yo, Toros.
Kumalo.
People died, guys.
You from Tebisa.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I remember.
There's some horrible memories
That's
that
like
people have
Mbulam.
endured.
Yeah.
I meet you at the river, boy. But you know, at Tears Records, I'll meet you at the river. It was him. If you sack and holding in a missing you and holding
The first thing I'd like to say is go check out the interview that I had 3 hours ago, just now at 12 o'clock on the Hustlers Corner next door.
How?
With John Steenhuisen.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I had an interview with him. Go check that out and just hear what he has to say. Obviously,
Did you ask him if he's seen
that's also a plug, you know.
Hey,
You have to throw in the
No,
plug.
shut up.
Of course.
Push,
Come on,
Hustlers
come on.
Corner.
Hey, we are push. Pressa.
And I have to teach my hustlers out there. Like, you can't just get an opportunity and be flashing your eyes and come seeing there.
How?
Like, you must just, like, photo.
Voto. Hey.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just...
Pa.
But then again...
Pala.
But then again, I want to say... grandeur.
Yabona maqala ukufunda ibhodlela ukuthi lithi the Mukwebo brothers in the belly of the vendor regions of Limpopo.
Of Toyando.
Hanging out on a random Tuesday, you realize there's nothing else to drink here unless the white man's come over and delivers his stock. They then creatively decided Smooth must get drunk from the alcohol.
No robot on top of that. And we have a Wednesday.
And then my traffic lights are saying load shedding.
Yay! Fruity.
So who's a pen? And bear in mind, more fire is what? Well, it's orange, you know. There it says drink forever. It's green. Like, give me the green light. I'm ready to go right now. Give me the green. It's green light, boy.
Also, when it comes to producing music, the beat maker is not necessarily the producer. So that's where I'm coming at with some of the problems become us, people with the platform. We've made the public to believe a producer is a beat maker. Khandi, that is not true.
No.
That is not true at all. So people need to understand. I'll make you an example. Late, great legend, greatest of all time in South African music history. We make R&B hits, we make Afro-pop hits, we make house hits, we make Kwaito hits, we make ballads, we make... This is Robbie Malinga I'm talking about.
I know. As soon as you described it,
Robbie Malinga can play, but Robbie Malinga, more than 50% or maybe even 80% of the... and I stand to be corrected, or now I'm talking about some of the work that I've done with him as a youngster working under him. He wasn't necessarily the person who was the engineer or the beat maker. He was always collaborating with a gentleman by the name of Mojalefa.
Mojalefa. They're responsible for
Jakes,
Zahara's... TS.
You know Jakes, right?
Jakes, the big... Has he lost weight? He's still big? the big guy, bro. Jakes.
And I had
Jakes
to
is
do
super
that.
big.
And I had to say
They produced Zahara's first album, Jakes and the thing, you know?
And Jakes has done a whole lot more than
Jakes
just
is
Zahara.
amazing, guys. Jakes is amazing.
But a lot of people don't know Jakes behind the scenes, right? But now they always worked as a collective.
Yeah.
So somebody can easily assume that a producer is a beat maker. And some of us who've been in the industry longer, and I also stand to be corrected. But what I do know with my own musical history, it doesn't mean when you're a producer, you are a beat maker. And it doesn't mean when you're a beat maker, you are a producer. Now, with that being said, there's somebody else who comes and says, Lalela man, can you play that? And maybe a session.
Now that's where
a session musician comes in, or maybe
skills are borrowed.
Pianist.
Yes.
Who says, yeah, I can, and then he does it. And then maybe after the session, he says, this is how much I charge per session. Unless he says, this is how much I charge per session, but I wouldn't want to charge that. I'd like to be a part of the song.
So rightfully so, because he added his own flavor.
Yeah. Now we're talking about guys, you were talking about some of the guys that worked with Maphorisa before. There's a guy called Mapiano. I'm not talking about the genre Amapiano. I'm talking about a guy who plays keys. And his name is Mapiano.
Yeah, because I can't say if you're good at Amakatar, but supposed to Amakatar.
Yeah.
But when you're good at Amapiano, pianos and keys are called Amapiano. When you're good at driving taxis, they'll call you Mtrami. If you're good at playing the drums, they'll call you Mtrami still.
So if I'm charging for that session, I say, for this session, I'm going to charge you guys 1,500, 2.5, 5,000, 10,000 rands, whatever how much
That's
I charge.
for you to interpret what they're singing, to play it into
and then I can do that and include it onto the song, but I'm a sessionist.
You're getting directions.
Yes, but I can include, no, even if I'm not getting directions, maybe I can come in and participate as being part of the song.
That's your intellectual
by contributing
property.
my whatever, but I say I want to be paid for this session. I can either be paid and I'm out of it. I'm not part of that song. Whether it's a hit or it's not a hit, I'm not a part of it. I was paid.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Or, sorry, go ahead.
Same as if you produce the song and you say, give me 50,000 and I want nothing to do with the song.
Okay, hold on. What is to produce a song?
To make the beats.
Do everything.
And
You see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. when I say
and I'm wrong.
we're sending the wrong messages to the public. The
Yes,
public
you're
thinks to
right.
produce a song is to make beats. That is not true.
That is not true.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
You can, but I'm talking about, because I know there's a story, and correct me if I'm wrong, about Infinite Boys and Happy Song.
Now, let's talk about the current song. Let's talk about Mnike right now.
Okay, do you have all the
Tyler
facts?
ICU.
Do you have all the facts of
I've been
Mnike?
following it over the past couple of days.
Okay.
Because I'm in the music industry, I'm
I don't
interested.
have the facts. I saw that there was a space.
Okay,
and
maybe
things-
talk about the one that you have facts with, which is more current.
Yes.
Not the older.
No, I don't have facts with the nigga. You can drop nigga because I think people will, because some people don't know Happy Song. They'll understand him nigga.
Okay, because I'm interested in the music industry in South Africa I got into a Twitter Spaces where I don't know whose Twitter Spaces it was that had Mr. Tyler ICU, and I'm still looking forward to meeting him. Dope musician.
Dope ass
Amazing
kid,
musician.
man. Amazing.
Proud of
kid.
you, bro. Proud of you, bro. It's only the beginning of your career.
You're sick,
And
bro.
He was
Hence it,
given
I see you.
an opportunity to contribute, and then they had other kids whom I think they initially did Mnike. I think he became a part of it after, but I think there's a relationship there. But although there's a relationship there, and just like all of us, we never know that this song is gonna hit. And sometimes we never know when to release the song. Sometimes we never know whether the song is gonna leak through social media or when the song, and we don't even know if the song is gonna be a hit. But anyway, I'm thinking, this is me assuming the song became a hit without all of them having finished. It's okay,
I'm not even worried, man.
It's korobsala emfatuko noma if I slap. But anyway, it's cool.
Let's try
It's
it.
a towel, man. It's fine.
Oh, it's whole. Okay, sure. Intwana iti. But gents, come on. Sending ring up blind in ngifuni nyugo, angin owing you because you are credited on the song.
Yeah.
This is the live, this is the Twitter Spaces that I heard.
Which means you'll get royalties, right? Is that what it means? You are
Which means
credited
due diligence
on the
was
song.
followed.
Yes.
He's saying due diligence was followed.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to explain just now what I heard.
Okay.
Sure. But as somebody who's been in the music industry for many years, obviously, I get interested. And intwana zithi, sakubona sowenza inyuku, thina sithole ifokolo. So most producers end up becoming artists themselves, DJs themselves, vocalists themselves, or even on-stage performers themselves. Because they see, we do all of this hard work for all of these guys, we do work for all these guys, and we do dope songs. Yes. We made so many hits, and all these guys blow up. And yes, it's great, because our work is out there. Yes, but we don't get gigs money, right? We don't get gigs every weekend, right? And and that money, the gigging money, becomes a whole lot more than
the royalty money.
Thank you, you get me, right?
I know it.
So in Dwana Ziti, and this is from a live that I heard. I don't remember whose live it was, guys. Please don't quote me. But anyway,
it's fine. But it's a Twitter live, guys.
Twitter Spaces, I think. Yeah, Spaces.
Twitter Spaces, sorry, not live.
And I like the fact that not only Tyler ICU was given a chance to speak on that Twitter Spaces, I think Neintwana Nazo. Sorry, guys, I've forgotten your names, and I'm looking forward to knowing your names because you did a great job.
Please Google fact checker who's on the
Mnike song.
Just Google Mnike, Tyler ICU. It's gonna give you all the other names.
Sure.
The rest are probably in the credits, but in the main title, the names are there. Go on. Tumelo Nandipa, yes.
Tyler
Tumelo and
ICU says, but gents, bengizama ukunithola. This is him saying that. Bengizama ukunithola. Yeah, Maria Boza Mugusola, but yeah, and then you can sense okay, bane relationship. And you can also sense it's not like Tyler ICU begabanoka because they are acknowledging good begazama
Bathola.
Ukba leave. Tyler ICU's got hits, yeah.
Okay, which is fine. It's we're all busy. But then you can tell there's a relationship between the two. from what I sensed, I don't know the 100% true story of the song, but out of what I heard is indwana ngathi zichuni number, but because indwana for some reason somehow Tyler ICU was either contacted or somehow he got a hold of the song, and through his contribution, the song became what it is now. I don't know, because on that Twitter Spaces, they never spoke about writing Umaporisa. And shout out to Umaporisa for giving Intwana a chance. But what I loved about that live is you can sense Uguti, they know each other. They might not have done 100% good with one another as far as split sheets are concerned. And I think we can use that case as a case study for other upcoming musicians to say, how do we then... because sometimes it's not all the time that it's practical with this Pumechale or Pumemumnani from a club.
Yeah.
Or like, I've been wanting to do a song with you. Now we on the same show here in Joburg. My studio is literally just 10 minutes away. Like, I know maybe you're flying back to Durban in the morning.
Yeah.
Can we, sometimes we end up doing ingoma, rush. I'm a collaboration.
Yeah.
You end up not thinking of split sheets. Sometimes your management is not there. Sometimes it's not all the time that before you make music, you'll think about the business side of it. But what everything is happening right now all over the world forces us to go through that type of barking thought.
Let's do things properly.
And I know that's not practical. Because sometimes that's what I picked up from what I heard from that Batin Twitter space is good. They didn't know that it was going to be a hit. They didn't know that it was going to blow up this quick. But you can also hear from Tyler ICU's comments there. His comments were sincere. He credits the boys verbally on that spaces. And the boys do say, and I'm sure they're going to sort that out somehow. But for me, the advice to the boys is, as Tyler ICU is gigging, this is not his first hit song. He's got a whole lot of other hit songs. Yeah. This one so happens that it adds onto a whole lot of other gigs that he's getting. It's adding more gigs. So how do you guys use this one song to even get out there even more? Because it's a hit song and it's still new. Yeah. So that's what he's saying. Like, this is just my gigs money, but I credited you guys. And then they're saying, yeah, but let's sort of, and I'm sure they're gonna sort that out. But what I want to say to all new guys out there is, even if you're not on the split sheets, you're not a part, and it's even great that a person like Tyler ICU acknowledges you on such a big song. Yeah. Run with it on your own, even if you don't have management, but let the country know that you're a part of this big song, because this is the moment you've been waiting for all of your life to open doors for you to blow up. Because I find that a lot of people, songs are more famous than them. Ingoma siyayazi sijavela yonke indawo mara sikwazi wena ingoma naseyiphela umsoco after 9 months after 18 months nobody books you, nobody cares about you anymore, everybody moves on. And like, why didn't you just appear and say, this is my song, I'm a part of. So for me, I'm like, okay, cool, they've got an opportunity to come out and use this song as their shine. And I'm saying, I could be wrong, I could be right. I don't know the 100% issue, but what everything that I've experienced. Nami pelile nale. Because ladies,
podcast empty.
It's actually dope that Robert Boi's flavor is amazing.
It's slapping, hey?
Do you know that Robert Boii used to be a pastor? A preacher, reverend.
Isn't he still is?
Yeah. Hence,
he's a youth pastor.
Open another one. Let them hear the coordinates.
Entertainment industry hambelana nesikhathi.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have released a song that is a hit now. You probably might have released it 6 months earlier or a year earlier. Yeah. It might have not been a hit. So lo muntu lo bengenza example ngaye ngithi bekakhaphe ngihuba la. U-Adam mhlambe izinto no ipronounce kanje. Mhlambe lento icontributile yiyo lento le eyenza ukuthi ingoma kube hit. Mara sazi sonke ukuthi yiphi ipart eyenza ukuthi ingoma kube hit, because the beat maker is going to say it's him, the vocal is going to say it's them, the arranger, the engineer is going to say it's them. The person who brought the guys into the studio is going to say it's them. The person who owns the studio and said, but I provided you guys the studio is going to say, everybody. We all can't claim, and because we don't know. Like, those things are now combined. So, balulekile ukuthi wena nangabe lento le If there's anything that you've contributed in, blow up. Melwenza sure good abantu bayacava good you are a part of that because how people are out there. I'm talking about the market. It's perception based. When I sold. So when it's perception based, people must know that you were a part of it. It makes it easier even for them to start consuming the rest of your other work that you're going to do. But don't think because you were a part of that hit, the next song that you're going to do, now you're going to. No. So while this song is hot now, this is my advice to the current guys about Mnike. Make sure you my fly even if sometimes go man can patala man abantu baz with sida not sida.
Basically you're saying put in the time, guys.
Put in the time, put in the work, but then at the same time have management. And sometimes I know mali iteaming zoba nayo next year and can't afford ukuzobhatala abantu. That's why a lot of us that come from the hood say into the music industry gonna siletha abangani bethu because asinanyo yokuhafa abanye abantu ukuthi ama manager nabadura ba sometimes let's too. But then as this song happens, this is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been looking for all of your life. You're still in your teens. You're probably not even according to what I've heard on that Spaces, the guys are not even 21 yet. They're not even 20 yet. I think some 8, 17, 18, 19. So for me, but then they're not victims, they're winners. And they're winners because Tyler ICU is acknowledging them. So even if, before even the manager figure, even though they don't have a manager, I think they can take advantage of this opportunity to let the world know that it's them. Even though the gigs that they'll do, that is if it depends with bad DJ. Because sometimes
you need a performance element so that you can get booked.
Other creatives are not necessarily DJs, singers, dancers. They probably don't have that performance element. So even though I might have contributed onto a song, I probably can't entertain a crowd. I can't hold 10,000 people for an hour. I can't hold 10,000 people for 15 minutes.
Then can I ask you something? Then?
Side note.
Honestly, then can we also push a thing of people must accept how far they can go and accept what they are acknowledged for, and then it's just, okay, yes, let the stars keep on pushing, get their money, but if all I did was contribute in just that small way, as long as I'm acknowledged and I will get my royalties, whether in 2 years, whether it's in 1 year, it is what it is, good.
How?
Instead of complaining.
Side note. And it's weird, that also relates to you. As the coast lead.
Yes.
Side note.
You guys gig all the time.
Yes.
Not gigging,
Side note, hold on. Side note. Did you know that you can DJ with a mask on as ghost lady? You can drop an EP. You can drop songs. Side note. Side note. Now, Anga, Nak Music is now DJing. Because he clearly realized that but he can always DJ and play 1 or 2 songs of his or no songs of his.
Like Zexpantwini.
Like Zexpantwini.
Because Zexpantwini is not a DJ.
Zexpantwini was a featured
DJ,
artist.
But he's actually a musician.
He was a musician and a featured artist at first. Then he realized, I just dropped an album.
And actually, Zex is a full-on musician.
He can perform and dance.
He can dance as well.
Check is. He'll check himself and dance. Do you get me? So side notes. So even with you as a ghost lady.
Yeah.
So you understand that you're part of this magic. Yeah. And maybe me and Mac get the bookings only. But you can put on the mask and DJ.
If I wanted to.
Literally, they'll say ghost lady. But you'd need to charge more because you need bouncers so that people don't try to remove your mask. Please give her advice on them and how you did it.
I knew that's
Dude is already saying she will manage me.
Yes.
Wow.
Like you're sitting on gold. So the thing is, the fact that you're on the song with Tyler, he doesn't have the onus on you to manage you. The thing is, you went to Tyler because you know he's a hip and happening producer. And if he puts his name on a song or he contributes his artistic elements onto a song, it'll blow up.
Plus, my producer takes it to another level.
Thank you. Therefore, he will get more booking requests than you. So
no, but it's not even about competing amongst one another.
No, you're not competing.
The fact that these guys are on it, this is what I've been waiting for all my life.
Then push it.
I need to create my lane and just blow up on my own.
Push it.
Even if I don't have a manager, but even if, guys, sometimes it's not like you're doing things for free. but sometimes you will do things complimentary. Maybe that's a better word to use it. Complimentary to say, ngizozwakala, ngibhatala transport, ngikhafi outzami, ngikhafa my drink or whatever, my rider. But the more people see you gigging, the more you're getting your word, your name, your brand out there. It's a brand exercise. Okay, go back to the...
I hope Mzangasaka is good wherever it is, but I mean, it's a perfect example. Mzangasaka is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Mzangasaka started as a feature on a radio show.
Ooh.
Not even Smooth's radio show, right? But ironically, Smooth was the technical producer of the radio show. Now, Mzangasaka started as a feature who called people on the radio, who called celebrities and pranked them.
Oh.
And then, Chigi, he's selling SIM cards with Cell C. Shikwembu boss.
No,
He's
with
got
Vodacom.
songs.
With Vodacom.
With Vodacom, sorry. No, Mzola. So
Zola did Cell C?
Yes.
Mzangasaka did Vodacom.
You did.
I'm
Mzangasaka-
surprised.
not
Who
me.
knows?
Mzangasaka-
I'm surprised.
What do people think of Mzangasaka?
Why you couldn't
Yes.
No, because I'm not Mzangasaka.
Okay.
But anyway,
But uSpoo said, kumele ayimele. Njengejabula kumele ayimele. So kumele ayimele. Sheshisa mshumane. Kumele ayimele. Spoo said that, you know, right? Smooth before DJ Smooth.
Yeah.
My lawyer. Yeah, so Mzangasaka took that small opportunity and blew it up, and it became what it is. And sometimes it's about that. Not the main guy, but sometimes you blow up your own brand from attaching to the main guy.
maybe as we wrap it up, the last topic is another Amapiano guys who've been training this past week. I didn't want to get into this topic, but for me, I've got a different perspective, and I'd like to hear your perspectives as we are wrapping it up. It says there was a video of a young girl whom, and it says a skirt here, but as I was here earlier and we were chatting, somebody else said, no, but they were wearing pants and their buckle of their belt was unbuckled. And it was on social media that it seems like, I don't know, because I don't believe everything I see on social or hear on social media.
Which is good.
That, what is good?
That you don't believe everything you see on social media.
Because there's the
snippets, there's all sorts of things going around that are misinformation.
You have to do your own research.
Yeah.
And they're saying here, many have questioned how Busta constantly dates ladies who are younger than him. And some say ladies are still in high school. Some say, I don't know. But for me now, I've got my own contribution as far as this topic is concerned. But I think before we wrap up the topic or wrap up the show today, it's something we have to talk about because I'm a parent. You are a parent too.
Yeah, I'm a parent
Let's talk
too.
about it.
Parent.
Oh, you're a parent too?
I'm kidding, I'm a parent.
I'm a parent too.
Well, no, I'm not a parent. I'm a parent. Not a parent, I'm a parent. Umzali.
Okay.
Let me say Umzali.
Sorry, now we understand.
Okay, so what's going on?
Maybe let's start with the
Who's
ghost
seen
story.
the video? I won't lie, I've never seen the video. Has anyone here seen the video to clarify
I've
what
been
is going on in
reluctant to see the video. I wanted to see it, but I think with explanation, I think it's a video of Busta tonight.
Has anyone seen the video? Because we don't want to say, apparently, allegedly, the video is this showing. Has anyone seen the video before we
please
opine on the video?
explain it as someone who's seen it.
Have you seen the video?
Yes, I have. I'm the content creator. I see these things.
Hey,
But
2000.
to explain, it looks like it was a house party or a chillers taking place. And the kid or the female was holding her phone and taking a video of Busta putting in his hands inside her pants, like unbuckling them and putting his hands in there.
So he touches her vagina. Is that what
Yes, he
happens?
touches her private parts while they're in front of people, but they're seated on a couch. So someone would insinuate that he's like fingering her or something like that, insinuating.
Okay, cool.
Who took
And
the video?
It's the lady in question with the man.
the lady getting fingered took the video.
Yes.
Oh, so it's
And-
like a selfie kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And how do we then prove that the lady is a teen?
The way in which the situation came out was that Busta's girlfriend or supposed girlfriend, Baballo, had a video on live where she was speaking about her relationship. She did not state that she was with the man in question, which is Busta 99. She's just saying that she's in a relationship with the celebrity and answering the questions, your Q&A. And then it came out later on that she's a 16-year-old person and she's dating Busta. After that, a few YouTubers wanted to actually interact with her, and a video went viral of them having an altercation with a girlfriend, Ghost Shubi's girlfriend, or I don't know if Tando is his girlfriend or what, but okay, it's Ama 2000 drama.
Okay.
TikTokers and YouTubers. So they were speaking to the lady who did the whole live, the kid, right? And while they were busy talking to her and the video went viral about her fighting with Tando, it was then leaked that while she's busy fighting with other people, her boyfriend is cheating with her. Cheating on her with a 17-year-old girl.
Damn,
And then the video of the guy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I believe her.
But I heard everything you said, and to me, the weird thing is like, who then has the factual evidence and the proof? And I'm not defending Busta by any means, but I also don't want to launch into an attack from allegations that the person who took the video is underage. It said, is it known that the person who took the video is underage? Because the thing is, to me, it's like, dude, Busta, you've been busted so many times with underage girls.
Why would you
still
again
continue?
and again and again?
Like, just continue, like,
Has it happened
with
before?
impunity.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Busta's been
I
accused.
don't know.
He's been accused of, being with kids who are underage. Accused, and we've seen, and people have said, this was my high school mate.
But what do you
etc.
mean you've seen? Because social media can be
It's been proven that he's been with a particular
in
girl.
the court of law?
Not in the court of law, but with people saying, this girl is in high school, and there she is with Busta. And there she is confirming that she's with Busta, but a different girl. You know what I mean? But now, I'm like, okay, there's a video, and the taker of the video is assumed to be someone young, and I'm like, why would he do that? And not to say he wouldn't, but my question, assuming that it is a girl, it's like, what the fuck, bro? You've been already accused of, like, dude, if I'm accused of doing something with underage girls, I'm not going to be seen anywhere near underage girls still continuing in my behavior, you know? So that's why I don't want to jump into conclusions.
My contribution is when nature takes its course, it does take its course. People grow up, people meet people go to high school, people meet boys, people meet girls, will grow up, and you know it's a beautiful experience. We're living in a different world now. It's 2023, and my contribution to this topic is not about the aforesaid individuals. Is about what the world is pushing right now. You're finding a lot of people that are against what is going on with the LGBTQI community in a whole lot of other countries. Whatever their opinions and contributions are as far as those topics are concerned, that's that. But for this topic for me is, just this morning, I clicked on a video by a lady called Samantha Jansen. She is a TikToker, incredible TikToker that shares a lot of knowledge on different issues. I've also become a social commentator on a lot of issues on TikTok and in encouraging and inspiring people out there, and YouTube as well, apart from my podcast. But then again, I've just learned about what you've just said it, like some people are just sick in their mind. And that's what I would think as well. That's what I would think. I would think,
sick in his mind.
I think I'm not naming any specific individual, but I'm just sick. I can't believe of what I've read this morning. And there's a lady called Samantha Jansen, just follow her on Twitter.
What was it?
She does a video on what they would call maps. Map or maps. M-A-P or M-A-P-S. And it's not only her, it's something that I've been watching for quite some time, that there's other people. You know, you've lately been hearing about those conversations. People who would like to identify as
Oh, the
whatever,
identifiers,
right?
yeah.
So now there's people who would like to not be identified as other words, but they would like to identify as MAPS, which is, and let me read this.
Factually,
We'll
yes.
put it on the comment section. MAPS as well. It says minor attracted persons, a neglected population. And me as a parent, I'm concerned with what we're talking about. So anyway, what this says, it says the pedophilia community. What is pedophilia?
Community.
Hey.
Man, what
No.
That's what it says
are you
here.
saying, bro?
Google it.
Pedophilia community.
It's a
Yes.
pedophilia.
Why is there?
They
Yes.
recognize.
And
Hold
those-
on. That's like saying the car hijacking community
Yes.
would like to be identified as car attractors. Regardless of who's in the car, they need to own it.
Something that was considered a crime and a
No,
bad word.
guys.
Well, not even a bad word, but a certain word or
Nah,
certain
pedophilia is a bad word.
classification
It's a crime.
back in the day. But now
pedophilia is a crime,
they
bro.
would like to identify as paraphilias that are not of clinical concern and paraphilic disorders that cause distress
Pedophilic.
or impairment to the individual, or whereby satisfaction entails personal harm or risk of harm to others. As outlined, pedophilic disorders refer to at least 6 months of recurrent, intense sexually arousing fantasies, sexual urges, or behaviors involving sexual activity with pre-pubescent child. The individual has either acted or these sexual urges or the sexual urges or fantasies cause marked distress or interpersonal difficulty. Lastly, the individual must be at least age 16 years and at least 5 years older than the child. Sexual attraction to peri or post-pubescent minors is not considered a psychiatric disorder but illegal. So for me, I'm concerned as a parent because it's like pedophiles are now trying to find a way to come together globally to try and fight what they're called, or I mean, you would know, they would be named, and this depends on whatever the laws of that country say. Would they be either classified as pedophiles or whatever, based on whatever country that is and what the law says. But what it says globally, it says now they're trying to be recognized as people with a certain, I don't want to call it disorder, but what I've just said, they want to be recognized as a people or as a community that has got a certain condition where it must be accepted by the whole world one day or at some point one day. So for me, as somebody who's a parent of somebody who's a minor, it concerns me because not only other issues, but I find that this type of education is now starting to get indoctrinated to our own children when they're extremely young. But now it's like they're now trying to now legalize abantu abasile to put them in a better type of form of word so that, you know, they can be accepted in society.
Guys, I mean, but the thing is, we all can identify as anything, and whatever you identify as, you need to take responsibility as the thing. But you can't break rules and laws in identifying to a certain thing. And also, like I said,
But what if the laws
the
allow
law?
you to?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
What if the laws
I'm
even...
getting there.
Okay.
The law in our country identifies that you can date someone who's 17 based off of a legal age. But if someone who's 17 is in grade 10, which it does happen, we've all had that kid at matric who's finished school at 20 or at 19. And the reason they're in high school is to pave a future for the world ahead of them, to gain a qualification to pave the world ahead of them. And in your responsible mind as an adult, for example, who's 20, 21, 23, you know that introducing a kid to sex is not the smartest thing to do if someone is in grade 11 or grade 12. It's not the most responsible thing to do. So there's things that the law allows, condones. But you know very well in your moral mind that it's not the right thing to do. Bro, we've all been 20, 25, 26. Fucking 36. And a kid who's in high school loves you. And you can see she likes you. Not even love, really likes you. And infatuated with you. And you're in a position where you can take advantage of it. But really, as a grown man and as a grown adult, you need to think that this is a child. Yeah, she might be 18, 19 in grade 11. Maybe she failed a few grades or also move up by a couple of grades. But she still doesn't even know what she'll do for a living. You have a responsibility. You're a parent. You're a parent to that kid. You're a parent to that kid and you're part of the nurturing of her to come of age and explore her life. You have no way or responsibility to interfere with that and be sexually intimate with a child. Because it's a child. You see, not high school, like not next. She's a child. You know what I mean? So for people to try to legitimize that through rights of LGBTQ or whatever, or identify as, you can't. Today I was at Leroy Merlin here with big hardware here by Fours, and there's a parking bay for families. Now I can't go on and say I identify as a family and then park there. That's not. No, there's red parking spaces that you'll see. It's a man, it's a lady, it's two kids. Have you seen it? Leroy Merlin. I can't do that.
6'9". Continue.
You know what I mean? Like, we can't stretch it, guys. I know we can stretch the whole I affiliate or I recognize myself as.
Yeah.
But guess what? Whatever you recognize yourself as and whatever the law says you may, it falls within the constraint of morality. You know?
I know, I totally
Be
agree.
human, be morality, guys. What happened to morality? Like if you're in high school,
I think this is when we need a little bit of just dictatorship, honestly, as a country. Just when some things don't even have to be passed through laws and it is like, no, we will not even entertain that. It's fine. Choosing who you want to be with, it's fine. All of those other things. But as long as they're of legal age or even just legal maturity, like maturity-wise, it's an acceptable, we can swallow the fact that if you are 50 and you're with a 30-year-old, okay, that's fine. But when it's you are this and you are with someone who is 17, 18, who's just barely just come out of puberty or just whatever, some things is just allow that child to grow. Let kids be kids.
You have no business, Joe. 18, 15, 17, 18. You have no business, man. If someone's in high school, you can't date someone who's in high school. It's that simple.
And there's a lot of issues in society that obviously sometimes, yes, I understand there's social ills where because of you're coming from a broken home and you're looking for someone to support you and all of this, and who's ever available is someone who's older and working. Those are things that we need to fix also as society, where you have these young kids looking for kind of guidance or help from older people. So those are also the issues, yes, but I feel like there's a responsibility as the older person that we need to hold on some, I do not go to that extent.
For me, I feel like now more than ever in the history of the world, the parents of now, which is us.
Us, yeah.
We have to be more active than we've ever been, even though we have not learned.
Crazy.
We've never learned to be in this situation, this position that we're in.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us can now understand that there's just a certain agenda out there to sort of push certain things that maybe whatever we say on this podcast, whatever might be said on 1,000 other podcasts or 100, even a million other podcasts. But I think it's like whatever we can say, you and I. A system is a system.
It's bigger than us.
So I feel even if a million podcasts can say it, whatever we feel, it seems like there's just an agenda all over the world to push that and make that happen. So my question is to parents like you and I, what do we do? What role do we play in this position that we find ourselves in? I don't think our parents never found themselves in this position. They were in this position with us as kids or giving birth to us while they were dealing with other issues in this supremacist system.
You know what I say, Spoo, when you put out something like that, is that obviously we are older as parents, we see such things. Now you need to infiltrate the minds of your children, because it's not like your kid at 10 years old read that thing and be like, oh wow, I can be with the older man. No, it's you knowing that knowledge as a parent. So it's obviously, how do you now teach your child and saying, this is what is good, probably if let's say this bill now gets passed, if this is a bill, for instance, it's that, okay, this is what's happening. This is what I want for you. So it's almost like you teach your kids of what's happening in the world, or maybe whatever predators around the world that are lurking, that your child could possibly face. And it's just like, so that by the time that they face such things, they're already equipped with knowledge on how to overcome it. I think that's how.
I hear you. For me, I look at it like most of these things that I've been looking at as conspiracy theories all these years, more than 50% of them are becoming true. And what are we going to do as the people that are living now?
Yeah.
It's not only this issue. I think it's a whole lot of other issues. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what their plan is, the people that run the world. And I think it's up to us as current, responsible parents that are reading all of these articles, that are in touch with what's going on, that are in touch with the youth. We are blessed because, we're in the youth culture and we're in popular culture. We are podcasting. We're out there.
We're technology savvy,
Exactly. We're tech savvy. Now imagine the masses of our other people that are out there that are not. So I think it's our responsibility to play our part. And I'm glad that we're addressing something like this right now on this.
We just have to present parents, man. Our parents managed to raise us. I remember my mom, every gadget she bought, she didn't know how to use a TV, a microwave, a simple thing like that. But with us, we need to be active parents to know what our kids are consuming, how they are consuming it, and stay abreast with those things, because this is the kind of messaging that they are open to whenever they open their phones. Your kid is 12, you
can't buy your child. Actually, you're right when you say that thing. You can't buy your child a phone and just hand it over to them without knowing what's happening in there. You need to, as a parent, monitor the shit out of that thing.
But they're also passing out bills that our kids can give concern in our absence.
Yeah.
And that's why we need to be aware and be parents who are read up, clued up about these particular bills, guys. Honestly speaking, I want my mom, man, time is cool. But guna rights, constitution guna rights, mara like rights now. And to a certain degree, that needs to continue moralistically in some avenues. Like there's certain things that the Constitution allows a child to do. And in a normal parent-headed household, there's certain things a child just can't do, man. The Constitution can allow for a child to come back at home, and I'm just making an example. It may not be true or practical at midnight, but in my discipline-headed household, a child can't do that. Constitution may say a child is allowed to have a phone or whatever. If I want to buy my child a phone at 16, I'm allowed to do that. And that's my child, And there's no criminal cause that says I'm a criminal if I don't get her a phone below that particular age. So there's just certain things where you need to be, as a parent, be present, observant, and take action for the better future of your child.
But for me also, it's like, are our leaders having our best interests at heart? Or is it because of the money that they've taken before from the IMF, from the World Bank, where there's certain agreements that they've signed where they can't interfere in certain things, where us as South African citizens, we think we are protected on certain things. And when we tweet or we fight or we've got comments about certain things on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, and nobody cares about what we say because we don't know. We can vote for that political party, or we can vote for that political party, or we can vote for that political party, but we don't know how much money they've taken from who and what their agenda is to push to us. So we can say, for this reason, I want to vote this person out. I like that person, but what do we know if that person that we're voting for is the same person who's also taken money from the same people, where a certain agenda is being pushed down our throats, where it's not good for us, it's not good for our kids. So for me, I look at it that way, where that's what the NWO looks like, the New World Order, where I feel, I don't even know what the New World Order is. I think we all read pieces here and there.
Yeah.
Some things are false, some things are lies, some things are, checked out by fact checkers, but those fact checkers are also people that are just there conveniently. So, and we don't know what's going on in the world. And it's even worse for a layman in the street like me, where all of these things are being said and I'm just being bombarded by all of this information. Like, and isn't this what they've always wanted? I think maybe we can leave it here for now.
Yeah. Let's close it, please. The crew is complaining and crying.
Yeah, the crew is running out of. What are you running out of? Space.
It's spacey. I'm
Happy birthday for the last time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kanye Custody. To you. Hip hips. The hips are smooth.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me here. I'm looking forward to the 30th
Shout out,
July.
bro. Can't wait to see you there, man.
I'm proud of everything you've achieved, bro.
Thanks, bro.
And I'm proud of what you guys are doing for young people. I look around here and I just see young people.
Yeah.
For me, it means a lot. Podcasting culture is the future of this country. Check
Young
out the
black
Hustlers
people.
Corner next door. That's my podcast.
Yep.
Check out the Parental show.
Yep.
That is another podcast who's incredible, who's amazing. Check out Nkululeko and Culture.
Pen game.
Yep.
Check out all these podcasts, man. South Africa is getting there. Globally, there's many podcasts. There's podcasts on gardening. There's on gardening. Hey, gardening. There's podcasts on a whole lot of other
Doing
things.
the podcast on gardening.
No, I'm just making an example. Guna podcast school na know my in.
For real. Tell me some Gatti. Tell me some Gatti on gardening. Fucking hell.
Guna podcast nga market is guna podcast nga know my in. What I'm trying to say is, for all you young people out there, there's an opportunity for you now than ever before. Yes, it takes time. Yes, it takes consistency. At some point, MacG, we had a very long call during the lockdown. MacG really wanted to give up. MacG had been putting time on this podcast. Go back to the old episodes. You'll check it out. And we had a chat, and he came out a couple of episodes later, and he said, "Thank you, bro. Like, this thing, blew up, and at some point I wanted to give up. I wanted to stop this thing." So I just want to encourage all of you guys that are not seeing results on your podcast, are not seeing results on everything that you post. Let's all be inspired by what all of these guys have achieved. They're employing all sorts of different people. They're doing, I don't even know what to say, but I'm just humbled to be here. I'm humbled to see your guys rise. I'm humbled to see your guys' success. I'm just excited to be on the 30th of July at Sun Arena. Kopito, Nkululeko and Culture, and the Podcast and Chill crew. Thank you, bro.
I think it was poetic you're here. It was supposed to be Usizwe Ngomo, and then you had things to do. After the podcast, what we found out was launched or uploaded the first episode on the 11th of July, and we reached 1 million on the 11th of July. And there was a point when Mac wanted to quit, and you, the one who spoke to him, and we're here because of you. It so happens the show after we reached 1 million subscribers, it's you guest co-hosting. It's God in charge, bro.
God is great, man. We'll see.
Sifala kanjalo. Peace. Yeah.
Bye.
We love you guys. More
Fire.
This is the Podcast and Chill Network. Where do you find this guy?
This is beautiful.
I'm all about giving back to the people, so yeah.
Shout out to you, man. Easy bait in the building. Thank you so much.
Skora Simonsela, bookmaker. Tough luck. Now you married in community, then everything is on her name. Are you what? Before we go
Top
on to
16 Youth-Owned Brands Awards brought to you by Standard Bank. Top beverage brand, Granger Gin. Drink of champions. Anyway, I heard Nasty C's girl is pregnant. Damn, that's nasty, man.
Is it going to be a C-section? Drop it. The birth.
Hey sexies, welcome to this episode of Dineo on Sex and Stuff. Hey sexies, welcome to this episode of Dineo on Sex and Stuff. So obviously, you know, I've been making headlines for my mental health and this and that and the other. There's something very peculiar about my life during this dark season. My hormones are raging. My sexual hormones are raging. Hence, I want to have these sorts of conversations.
When you exit a relationship and you're not happy about that relationship, the one thing that you will go for is learn to be feeling.
What you find a lot of ladies will enjoy is, even with penetrative intimacy, it is that stimulation on top of the clitoris, right?
I had a psychiatrist that I asked the same question to. Why am I so damn horny? Her response was, I'm sorry I cannot engage you in this conversation because it doesn't align with my mission to destigmatize mental health.
And the problem therein is that God has such a high standard for human sexuality. It's such a beautiful thing. It's such a holy thing.
What is virginity?
Just stop buying Valentine's Day gifts, chocolates and roses, just to shine at it writing. Uthi baby mangekho. Ube busy na. My dad is asking me questions about how to incorporate sex toys into their marriage. Yeah. This thing, she's very powerful.
Let me feel.
Yeah. This thing, she's not too bad.
This is not too bad at all.
Said it's some pop-pops and robot boy. Corn and cheese. Yeah?
To a point like I couldn't even buy clothes for obvious reasons. And then
Which one is this one?
Because I thought, you know, comedy we have to exercise and whatever. I need to choose my words better, yeah. Ngomkondo.
Is that?
Pops joined there.
Am I sitting?
Laptop.
They say they are food judges, but they some means. And you thought he only likes sausage. Oh. What can we use him for? Then can't have a jumping castle at adult parties.
What? Which one is this one?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they and them.
Yes, Nani.
It is official. Podcast and Chill has reached 1 million subscribers. Martin. After shit. Yebo.
Don't runs towards when they were gonna rob you.
Yo.
So you gotta be fast. Because also it's like our reception.
So you are fast.
Yeah. Oh, I was fast. Also.
You guys know better than to give me shampoo, boy.
Yeah, because now I can tell we're there.
When I started at Crazy, I got a big hit. So I used to go around the whole school telling everybody, hey, fuck you, I'm on TV. Oh, yeah.
Man, fuck you.
I'm on TV.
This is the Podcast and Chill Network.